So today's video is going to be a video showing you how I take care of my brushes, how I wash them, what I use to wash them, the extra unnecessary steps that I take that if me personally I don't do those steps, I go crazy. My OCD is like, oh no girl, no, you need to do it, you need to do it. So yes, we're just gonna go head on over to my bathroom and we will begin the video. And I just filmed like a $400 beauty haul, so that will be going up after this, so make sure to subscribe to my channel to see my beauty haul and all of my other videos. I post videos 3 times a week. And yes, let's go to the bathroom. Okay, hey you guys, so we're now in the bathroom. The first thing we're gonna want to take is some dish soap. When I first wanted to clean my makeup brushes, I really didn't know what to use or what I needed. I thought we could just buy like brush cleaners, but those get really expensive, and I just watched a couple YouTube videos and they said they use dish soap and olive oil, so that's what I've been using and it works really well. So me personally, I just use the Dawn dish soap, the Gentle Clean. I use this one, and then I take olive oil. I just use the Bertolli extra virgin olive oil. And then we're just gonna take a paper plate. I'm just gonna set my plate here. And I'm gonna take my dish soap and I'm just gonna put however much I think I need. And okay, I'm gonna use about that much, and if we need more we can add more later. Then for my olive oil, I'm just gonna put some in the cap, not filling up the cap. You need really little, like barely like that much, if you can tell. Yeah, and then we're just gonna put that on the opposite side of the paper plate. Yeah, like that's even too much, honestly. Like that is way too much. And what I use this Sigma brush cleaning mat. I used to wash my brushes like in my palm, but I bought one of these and they work really well. So I just stick that in my sink, and then I do get like a tray like this. Like you can use whatever tray. I just have my little sunflower tray, and I take 2 paper towels. These are Bounty paper towels, and I just put it on top of the tray. And then I wash my brushes, and then after I just set them on this tray. So I'm gonna set that to the side. So these are all of my brushes. They're all Morphe brushes, and then 1 Sonia Kashuk brush, right? Yes, these are all my brushes we're gonna wash today. I'm obviously not gonna do all of them on camera, but I'm just gonna show you how I take care of my brushes. So we're just gonna turn the hot water on. And we're just gonna run it a little until it gets hot, because yes, it takes a little time because it's cold right now. So we're just gonna wait until it gets warm. Okay, so now that our hot water is actually hot, we're just gonna close it a little. We want about that much, and then I'm gonna open my cold water a little bit. Okay, so my water is perfect now. So first I'm just gonna show a few big brushes. This is my Morphe R2, which I use for bronzer all the time. As you can see, it's really dirty. So first I just run it under the water a little bit, and make sure to only get like the brush, not really this part. I mean, if this part does get wet, it's okay, but just like try not to. And then we're just gonna squeeze it out a little, and then I'm gonna take my paper plate and I'm gonna dip it in the soap on both sides and tap it very lightly into the oil. And then I'm gonna take my pad. We're gonna close the water. Whoops. And I'm gonna move that. And then we're just gonna take our brush. I'm gonna use where it says face wash. On the mat it says like rinse eyes, refine plus eyes, wash eyes. I don't really pay attention to that. I just kind of use whatever, because the pad, here let me show you, because the pad has like different textures on it. I mainly like using these little big bumpy ones for the big face brushes, so that's what I'm gonna do. And you want to wash your brush like really gently, like don't go in too hard, because I used to do that, and yes, you can ruin your brushes like that, obviously, if you're too rough with them. And after all, it's just powder. Like it's nothing like gross or serious. Like it's not gonna, what am I trying to say? like it's not heavy duty cleaning. Like you don't need to go in that hard. It's just powder. It'll come out easy. So just gently rub it on the pad. Or is this even called a pad? I don't even know what Sigma calls this, but whatever. Oh, excuse me, it says it right here, brush cleaning mat. So just gently kind of rub it for, I don't know, like 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, and then what I do is after I'm done like scrubbing my brush on the mat, I take a comb like this that I use just for my brushes. You can just buy a pack like this that I bought from Target for like $5 or $6, I think. And I just use one of them and I kind of brush through my brushes, or excuse me, comb through my brushes, just because I don't know, it's like an OCD thing. I want like every single brush to get clean. And also from like going like swirling your brush on the mat, I feel like the brushes, or the bristles, excuse me, get like tangled up. I know that's happened to me before and I don't like it when that happens, so I kind of just gently squiggle my comb through the bristles. And then, yes, and then after it's all nice, we're gonna open our water again, and we don't have to wait for it to get hot this time because it's already been heated up. So I'm just gonna gently squeeze it. And you want to hold your brush downwards, or at an angle like this, or downwards. You never want to hold your brush up because then the water is going to get in the brush and that's going to ruin the brush. And you don't want to, and I squeeze it out, but you don't want to pull too hard, very gently, because your bristles can rip out. Because I know people have told me like, oh, Morphe brushes aren't that good. Like I just washed it a couple times and like they fall apart, and I'm just like, were you pulling on them? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, well, there's your problem. You need to be gentle. I mean, after all, they're just glued in there. It's not like, I don't know, it's not, I don't even know what it would be that would be so strong. Like it's just glued in there, you know? So I'm just gonna get my tray with the paper towel, and my tray has like a little, I don't know, what is it called, like a little tilt to it, and I just rub it down and I place it just like that, so it has a little tilt to it, obviously going downwards. And then now for my eyeshadow brushes, I'm just going to be taking my R2, and again we're just going to be doing the same thing. Just hold it under the water at an angle. We're going to dip it in the dish soap and then very lightly into the olive oil. And then now for my little eye brushes, I like to use this part where it says Refine Plus Face. And again, we're just going to do the same thing, just very gently. And if you want, you can add more water because I feel like this isn't getting that foamy. And you can already see it's basically almost already clean, and we barely did anything. Because like I said, you guys, it's just like powder. You don't need to be too rough with it. The ones you can be a little bit more rough with, I guess, is if you use a brush for your foundation, because that's a liquid product, but powder usually gets out. Oh, I didn't comb this one, see? Because powder usually comes off really easy. Just combing through my brushes, holding it downward and rinsing it out. And again, we're gonna squeeze it out a little, very gently. So now I'm just gonna wash the rest of my brushes. Yes, I'm just gonna do it in like a fast forward because I have a lot of brushes to wash. And if I think of any more tips or tricks or whatever, I will be sure to mention it. But yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and wash the rest of my brushes.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah. and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Okay, so the only ones I don't really brush through is like flat shader brushes like this, because there really isn't anything to brush through. So yes, we're just gonna continue washing my brushes.
Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number.
I totally forgot to mention the reason why we put olive oil is so it kind of like conditions the bristles of the brush, just like how you put conditioner in your hair. That's kind of what the olive oil does for the bristles to the brush. So now we're gonna go ahead and go back to my room for part 2 of how I take care of my brushes, because I'm not done once I finish washing them. Okay, so once I have them all washed, I just basically take it from the bathroom, obviously, to my dresser. I just lay them on here. This is where I just keep my brushes until they dry. So I don't really do this with the big brushes like the R2 or any of these ones, or that one, or the shader brushes, or this one. This, I mainly do it for my eyeshadow brushes because it really does work. Okay, well, it's not really in focus, but you can pretty much see how the bristles are kind of like this. It kind of looks like it has crazy hair. And doing this next step helps to make your brush look brand new. So this is what it looks like. You guys can see it. It's like kind of all messed up and stuff. So what I do is I take toilet paper. I just took 3 pieces, 2-ply toilet paper. This one I'm using specifically is Charmin. And what you do is separate your toilet paper. And you just separate it. And then I'm just going to push the tray back. And then I just put the toilet paper down right here. And then I'm going to take my itty bitty brush. This is the Morphe M514. And I kind of just do this with it. I don't know what this is called, but yeah, just like straighten it out. And then you want to place your brush right on the toilet paper, but like slide it down a little just so all the bristles are facing how it should be. And then you're kind of just gonna wrap it like a little burrito, doing these motions so all the bristles are going upward for the first few turns. And then you're just gonna wrap it up like that. And then I'm gonna put it on the side. And then I'm gonna take my second ply and I'm just gonna do that again. This is my Morphe R37. And then I'm just gonna do that for the rest of my 3 brushes left. So yeah, and that's basically all I do. And I'm just gonna let them kind of sit there until they dry. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.